HPC was founded with the belief that everyone should have a voice in life. Co-founders Joyce Keener and Dr. Garnett Newcomb recognized that people needing assistance to find work must also overcome previous social challenges, dealing with substance abuse, anger issues, and family problems, which are commonly a large part of unemployability with individuals lacking job stability. They realized that helping people find work was not the entire solution and uniquely combined housing and social skills training to turn lives around. Today, we will hear from some of these individuals and how HPC changed their lives.
People have many lifelong experiences and stories about their past, where they come from, and situations that change them forever. Mistakes that people make often start in early years. Sometimes their situations lead them to a long, hard journey without realizing it.
I was born like in Los Angeles, California. I've been raised in the projects and over there off 18th Street in Rampart in the Wisher area. And, I growed up, running with young youth, basically I used to play sports. Then it went from sports to smoking weed, from smoking weed to stealing stuff, and then from stealing stuff to being in prison. 9 years old, smoking weed, and like my mom and them might have a little party or something, if someone set something down, me and my brothers and them, we'll plot to go sip it. You go sip it. Then I used to be the brave one, I'll go sip it. Then, it went from that to getting people to buy liquor for me out the stores. And then, I guess with my behavior, it went from, sipping stuff to stealing stuff to ending up in jail and stuff.
I was raised pretty much from the age of 10 on by my mom, a single parent. And she was very stern and strict, and she kept me and my younger brothers in church. My grandparents my mom's parents, they played a big part in my upbringing because I spent a lot of time with them. We lived pretty close to them. And I was good in school. I was active in activities such as band and orchestra. I played a lot of sports. And I usually kept a job because it was hard on my mom being a single parent. So from the age of 12, I always had a summer job. Yeah, when I got into high school, I went to high school during the day, and in the evenings I worked at a McDonald's. I never had any juvenile arrest. I never went to jail until I was 18 years old after getting out of high school. And that was for possession of drugs. Yeah. Growing up, even though I had my mom and my grandparents teaching me right, there were outside influences, like, my friends in the neighborhood, and I got caught up in that, not so much peer pressure, but just wanting to be a part of something, and in wanting to be accepted and being a part of something, I really was a follower. I had experienced growing up watching my dad. He was a drug addict. Wow. Watching him drink and use and do all kind of other things that are not positive things to teach a child.
My drug of choice from the first time we used it was angel dust, then moved along to PCP, then moved along to weed, then moved along to crack, then drinking off and on. And then one day I just made up my mind, I'm tired, I kept going down the same path, like you say, getting the same result, and I just didn't want it no more.
When individuals are ready to accept responsibility and deal with their issues, they are referred to HPC. They must agree to abide by program policies, and if they make opposing choices, are required to leave. During the transition process, attitude adjustments occur, and individuals will be thinking about future possibilities.
Well, this is really me speaking truthfully. I seen how where God has put together a team of good people that's willing to support people and go all out and help a person that really wants help on a daily basis. And it can't help but to touch and rub off on you, if you're human any kind of way. I mean, it's just positive people in a positive place.
This has been a battle for me. I've been coming back and forth to prison, man, like since about the late 80s, And it's been like a roller coaster ride, up and down, And I've been, for my last term, I just did 5 years, and this be my first Christmas out since I've been. I haven't seen a Christmas, in like the last 15 years, yeah. But I got thanks to the program, because I never actually been to a program. This is my first program, and I had my doubts and insecurities, but I took that first step. And that first day I got there and met the crew at Bridgeback, I felt just like at home. I wasn't pressured into making decisions. I was able to be comfortable and on the suggestions, and felt free to speak how, from the heart, how I felt, and using the tools I learned from Bridgeback. It really turned my life around. That was just the start for the first couple of weeks I was at Bridgeback. Okay, really, I might have tried a little cocaine, and my really problem was I did a lot of drinking, yeah. And then when you combine the two, which I didn't know, but I was harming myself more than anything, because knowing I would use one drug to go to another, and I learned from what I learned from program Bridgeback, the cohesive behavior. That's what a lot of my problem was in my behaviors. But I didn't really come to agreements with myself until I actually gave Bridgeback a shot, and that's what I found about my cohesive behavior. And that was one of my behaviors that I had to work on, and being at the program that really helped me to overcome the problems, yeah.
So you said in the workshops?
Yes, that's 100% the workshop. And with the prayer of Almighty God and putting forth effort, it just come together, my brother. And that's sincerity from the heart, yeah.
I have to go out of here and stay out of prison. That's why I'm gonna see Christmas, and I know I'm gonna see New Year's because of Bridgeback. If I didn't have, that, maybe, the holiday time come, it makes you want to have money in your pocket. Nah, don't worry about having money in my pocket, or, to try to buy a good outfit, because I don't went to jail for that type of stuff. So now I just know, just to live life, and, plus my attitude will change. Being up in there, then they got a good structure there to let you know that, you can do better. I always used to just try to make myself do better, but in the wrong way. Now I know how to try to do better in the right way. Well, when I first went in the workshop, I always thought I was a teacher myself. The workshop couldn't do nothing for me because, first of all, I didn't want to listen. And then when I just sit there and start listening, I thought that people was really talking about me. I thought everything they were saying, the attitude of judgment, knowing how to cope with people, not having skills, and then, they told me, it's a way that I can learn how to cope with people, get these skills. And so I started really listening. And then the workshop, they fun now. It's somewhere that you would love to go in and, participate. That's the whole thing. If you into something, you got to participate in it for you to get something up out of it. So that's what I started doing. I started listening, shutting up, listening, knowing that I didn't know everything. And I started participating in it. And the more I participate, the more I really start learning something from it. Then applying some of that in my life, I see that it works. So, it's just, I love the workshops, me, myself. I love to go in there and hear something, because they be having some people that can run the workshops, ain't no different than me. And they, and they let me know that it's gonna be better. And the workshop got, structure to it.
HBC programs work because of dedicated staff that follow rules and guidelines to bring out the best results. We bring new hope, determination, and self-confidence to our program participants.
My two brothers right under me, that are in age right under me, we've been communicating. They tell me that they're proud of what I'm doing. They're happy for me. Because the way I've been living, I've been really ashamed of, the way I've been living, because I know it's not right, and it's probably an embarrassment to those who love me. you know, and so I tend to isolate and stay away from them. But since I've been here at Bridgeback 2, you know, I feel proud of what I'm doing, you know, and so, and it motivates me and makes it okay for me to be in touch with them because, you know, they can see what I'm doing, you know, and I have, you know, I have a high, it's helped build my self-esteem. You know, it's helped build my self-esteem to where I feel much better about myself, and today I want to be seen, you know, by these people who are a part of my life. Top goal, my number one goal, is to discharge parole, which I will discharge my parole number April of '09. And secondly, I think my next goal is to build a solid foundation in my recovery.
Well, my goals is basically, you know, like I always had a scheme, you know, before I went up in Bridgeback. I always had a scheme before I learned anything. So my scheme now is to get a legitimate job. See, I used to always have schemes to get rich today, make some money and this and that, but I see it's nothing in that. I can make some money legit. See, when I was used to running with a different crowd of peoples, you know, it was quick money, but now it's no part of my life now. I see better in my life. I see that type of life didn't do nothing but send me down. So my goal is to get a job and, you know, try to give back what people done gave to me, and, you know, kind of stay closer to, you know, the type of structure Bridgeback got, because it's meeting type things. I'm gonna stay with the meetings, and, you know, it's a lot of things that I'm gonna just stay structured in doing, and maybe that'll work for me. And then, like I say, you know, be good to my family as they've been good to me. Yeah, and thank Bridgeback for them too. It ain't that Bridgeback done broke my back. Bridgeback done put a bridge over my back so I can walk lighter now. Okay. All right. Okay.
HPC's mission is to develop, manage, and deliver innovative customer workforce solutions that meet or exceed all expectations for governmental entities and private employers in the areas of pre-employment preparation, job placement, support staffing, program management.
Overcoming lifelong problems is not easy to learn, but when given the right environment, training methods, and support, the lives of thousands can be changed forever. HPC believes in making a difference and delivering successful programs to help change lives.